Welcome to Alpha Omega Radio, and today we have Bubblyfish. We're here in our home, and thank you very much for having us here.
Sure.
Very cool interview.
Very welcome to have you.
Thank you. When I think Bubblyfish, I think of the Bubblyfish look. You know, the kind of like the hair, all of the stuff on the arms and stuff like that. How did you come up with that look and that concept?
I'm not sure if there was anything that was a concept as when I first started, but then I started to wear my head up and just became somewhat of my signature. And more than anything, I think I felt like I just started to wear that personality more when I have the hair up, and that's when I know I am on the stage and I am no longer Hae-young, and from there on, and I'm Bubblyfish.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's that's very interesting to me. The fact that there's a dual persona every time. Every musician that's doing chip music has their own name when it comes to their persona on stage. Mm-hmm. How did you choose the name Bubblyfish?
It wasn't that glorious when I first came up with the name, but I remember it was more of the I was applying for a job, and I was going for audio post-production house, and the interview went very well, but then I asked the HR person, so how did it go? What did you think? And he said to me, "You're not bubbly enough." So,
oh wow!
Right?
Really?
Yeah. So it was kind of a joke that how the Bubblyfish came. Sure, like we all have dual personality in some ways, that we're at the end we're all geeks and we're all music lovers, and sure the chiptune music scene allow us to become somewhat of a having stage presence and of a micro rock stars.
Right.
So I think it's really great, and no one is a real rock star, and everyone supports each other, and they just like to have a chance to be on the stage, but also getting everybody excited.
Exactly. What I love is that the people who perform usually are the people kind of cheering along, and then they go up on stage, they play, and then they come right back. So it's like
right. Yeah,
amazing.
I think that's that's the best part of the chiptune scene, I feel.
Yeah. Right. So you have a background. You have a background in music. Can you tell us a little about that, the piano and stuff like that, right?
Yeah. So I've been playing piano since I was 5 years old, and I thought I was gonna be. I didn't think I was gonna be a concert pianist, but at some point, yes, I did have a concert pianist dream, which failed when I was in a teenager, but then I kept playing music, and so that was kind of my music background as a classical piano player. But then I got interested in electronic music and experimental music specifically. So I went to school studying audio production engineering and computer music. So my background in music is somewhat broad. So I started as a classical music, but then I found my love and passion in electronic music.
What is your weapon of choice right now when it comes to chiptunes?
Well, my weapon. What would my weapon be? So when I first started, I started with a nano loop.
Okay.
It was easier to pick up.
Yeah.
And I stuck with it because it took me a while to get used to Little Sound DJ, and I had to read the manuals, which I hate that.
It's a big, thick book.
It is, and then because I wasn't completely familiar with this tracker format.
Right.
So it was so much easier for me to look at Nanolo, which was more of a 4x4 matrix system. It's almost like a drum machine. And what I liked about Nanoloop was it was always going on constantly. Mm-hmm. So you could change it live and make something on the spot, on the fly, and it made like really interesting things. And then you just keep on playing and changing around. That was really nice. But now my weapon would be the sound DJ, which works a little bit differently because the structure itself, it's meant to be for writing a song, not so much of doing something on the fly as much.
Right.
So now I think about a song and creating structure of a song other than that's more improvisational too.
Right.
Yeah.
So that song we just heard right now, what's the name of that song?
It's called That Wicked Smile.
A Wicked Smile. Like,
Yeah.
I know it's been a long time ago. This song was like 3 years ago. Something about the song that made you write it.
It was more of therapy at that time.
Wow.
I think I broke my leg at the time.
Really?
I couldn't go anywhere, and it was cold winter, so I was trying to make myself feel better. I wanted to make a circus music.
Wow, that is very interesting because that's the
Really?
first thing that I thought as I heard it. Because
Oh, yeah?
I was like, you know what? Because I always kind of associate sounds with things, and I'm like, you know what? No one's ever done circus kind of. It would be cool if somebody did like a circus kind of a chiptunes kind of a style. And then I kind of thought that about a long time ago, and then I stumbled upon that video, that song. I was like,
Yeah.
wow, that's exactly what it was. So I'm so glad that you said that because that's very much what you were.
Good.
kinda-
Okay. Well, so it worked out.
It
So
worked out.
when I was writing that song, I was thinking of this clown has a black and white half face,
Wow.
and it has this, hat.
Wow.
So that was the image in my head that I,
That's so cool. I love it. I've been looking at other interviews that you've had, and one of the things that's been described is that you have sort of hard versus soft emotions and sounds. Like that's how you mix it. Like what basically that says is that you'll write kind of in one tone, and then it shifts over to something else. What are your thoughts on that? Is that essentially? Would you say that's your style, or?
Well, I'm a complicated person, so it's not all hard.
Yeah.
I have a soft side and a
Yeah,
hard
soft
side.
side.
Yeah, but I guess my songs are becoming harder and harder.
Oh.
I'm not sure what that means, but yeah. So I'd like to always start. I mean, still my favorite type of music is kind of ambient electronic music, and I love. I think what's especially about soft electronic music, it comes comes to my heart, close to my first background of piano music, because it's more melodic and there's a lot more kind of emotional and tonal music quality to it.
Right.
And the harder side of it is the more of the party music I'm making,
Right.
I suppose. Yeah. So there's two different sides, but I'd like to start with something that's quieter and a little bit more tonal, and then always progress.
Right.
We'll just change it up.
Right. So the album Too Cute to Kill is available online. Are there any plans to release other stuff? Because I know you're writing. You're definitely writing still, and there's stuff that's been unreleased, and there's stuff that is yet to be performed. And what are the plans for future songs?
Yeah, I have too many songs. Probably I have a 2 album worth of songs
Wow,
right now.
that's so cool.
But then I have not released it. I haven't really shopped for any labels or had a plan yet, because I think the medium is shifting around so much. I'm not sure what might be the best medium to release it.
Okay.
So I mean, I don't know if I should release it on a CD or just make it online. Still have to master the songs as well.
Yeah.
So I should probably pay more attention to have it released and as an artist. But then this is more of my love for doing it. So writing a song is not so much of that I have to play out so much. I have to have people hear it.
Mm-hmm.
But I like writing songs, and if I can, have that shared with other people from time to time, that's nice. Yes, so I don't have a definite plan yet, but eventually I will have them released. Yeah.
So for now, like I guess what people have to do is actually see you live. So whenever she's playing live, you have to be there because that's where you're gonna be able to hear the stuff. And that's how I've been able to kind of hear your latest stuff too. And it's
That's right.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
So cool until we get something, concrete that we could put on our iPhones and
Yeah, maybe that will be
iPods.
my plan for 2013.
Yeah.
If we're still alive.
Right, that's true.
We'll see about that after December, right?
Yeah, we'll see, right? We'll see.